You know, a lot of times narcissists or narcissistic people will leave you for somebody that's much less. What happens is they go into this childlike behavior and they become happy because they can lower their standards. They don't have to worry about morals or principles or standards or showing up and doing right. They get a lot of energy out of finding somebody that's less than you so that they can overrun them. They can talk to them any kind of way. They can come and go as they please. I was dating, it was two women, and my friend was like, I didn't realize that they were junior booger bears, right? My friend was like, man, why are you dating that wildebeest? I didn't know what a wildebeest was. This was in San Diego. My other friend called a lady I was dating, called her a razorback. And I'm like, but I didn't see that. All I saw was the fact that I had the ability to dominate them, to control them, and come and go as I please. When I was smoking cigarettes, I would get in her car and just smoke. She didn't smoke. And she would be like, well, I need to roll the one. I'm like, well, you knew I smoked. Well, you know, I would go off and they would be quiet. So when they date somebody less than you, it's taking the path of least resistance, the PLR, the path of least resistance. And a lot of times they date women less than you, and they'll rub it in your face. They'll hope that you can see it, or you hear about it from somebody else to hurt your feelings, make you feel bad. And then you start thinking about her instead of thinking about moving on and taking care of yourself. So a lot of times they put those junior booger bears in your face or around your family so your friends can see, just to hurt you and get revenge. You know, and it's a childlike behavior that, because like when I was dating those women, it's like, wow, I didn't have to step up in life with these stronger, healthier, mentally healthier women. So those are the ones that I chose on purpose because they were just easier to date, easier to manipulate, easier to gaslight, easier to lie to, easier to cheat on. I was talking to a psychologist one time, and she said, she called me a predator, and it hurt. And I thought about it. And she said, Leon, you look for the women that won't hold you accountable. You always talk about accountability and stuff with narcissists. And she was right. I look for women that would not hold me accountable. And the women that did hold me accountable, I would get mad and angry. I wasn't a violent man towards women, but I would go do something. I would go cheat on purpose. I would stay out long. I would smoke more. I would come in the house stinking because I wanted to hurt their feelings, because I couldn't step up and be the man that they needed me to be. Because I had low standards. I had a low relationship credit score. I didn't have any morals. I didn't have any principles. I didn't have any standards and morals and principles. I didn't have any of that. And so I chose women that were easier for me, that were easier for my mindset, and that would just like do what I wanted when I wanted. So whenever a man leaves you for lesser woman, it's because they can't hold up their end of the bargain. In the beginning, they talk about all these things, they promise all these nice things, and after a while, it's like they just realize, oh, I can't do it, so I'm gone, you know. And so they'll leave. And then, you know, I knew that you would be upset and hurt about dating somebody less than you, and you wouldn't be able to move on. So you would think more about her, why I'm dating her, why I'm liking her, why I'm not taking her kids out, why we're dating, all this stuff. And you think more about her as opposed to realizing the value that I didn't see in you. So keep that in mind. When they leave us for somebody that's less than you, it's because they couldn't keep up with the demands that you had on them. You have a great day.